Hey guys, finally. I don't know why, but this is such a nightmare to use uh, YouTube and OBS anymore. Holy cow! This is ridiculous. I mean, it took 20 steps to get this the actual picture. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well tonight. I hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. Tonight, I wanted to do something different. I haven't done a live stream in forever. And I decided, why not? Let's get on here. Let's do a live stream. Had I known that it was going to take an act of Congress to actually get this thing to work, I would have probably opted not to do it. But anyway, if you're joining me on my live stream tonight, thank you for coming in. Thank you for hanging out. Tonight really just is an open forum kind of thing, like I always do with my live streams. I used to do a lot of these, and then, I don't know, I just kind of got out of the habit of doing them. For the reason of it just takes so much time to put together a good live stream, and unless you've got a lot of people in here sharing a lot of different content and information, it really kind of gets monotonous, me just sitting here talking and talking and talking and talking. But again, I used to put a lot of time and effort into my live streams, but that was when I was doing my podcast a lot. But now I've kind of, backed away from doing that. I still enjoy recording, podcast episodes. I just don't publish as much as I used to, especially now with the, especially my archery stuff going on here on my channel. I really enjoy doing that. It's one of those things that, it's something that I'm good at, and I enjoy doing it. And I like to share what I've learned and different things whenever I get out to shoot. So hopefully if you're coming in, hopefully you'll jump in here and join me tonight. I know I got off to a rocky start again. I don't know why it took so long to get, all of this stuff working. That's the craziest thing. It used to be just as simple. You connect it and it starts working. And that's why I was having such a hard time doing this, So again, forgive me for the misfires, if you will. Maybe you'll join me tonight and hang out with me a little bit. Okay, so let me make sure my chat is actually working. Test comment. Okay, so chat is actually working. So again, jump in here and join me tonight. Hopefully, hopefully I'm not just going to be sitting here talking to myself. I know one time, I've told this story before, but one time I actually did a live stream where I had 0 viewers and I talked to myself for 45 minutes, hoping somebody would jump in, and they never did. And it was was kind of humbling, if you will, just to be sitting here by myself. But hopefully this is coming through. It's going out as public. So maybe if you can see it, maybe just let me know what you think about it. If it's working, it's working. If it's not, it's not. But again, it took me forever to figure out how to get this thing to actually, oh goodness, what is going on with this? Let's see. Transform. I want to fit the screen. There we go. I think I did that right. You can tell how long it has been since I have done anything related to live streaming when it comes to the YouTube platform. Because again, I was trying to hook up my OBS. Normally it's just a one click and you're done, and you jump in, you set up all your OBS stuff, and then you're ready to go. But this was just, this is embarrassing. Hopefully next time I'll be more prepared. I was going to put out a video today talking about, limb vibrations and different things like that, especially with my longbow. And I know if you've seen my video with my longbow, you know that I've talked about the hand shock that bow puts out. It's so much, it's just uncomfortable. It's a good bow. It's just the hand shock is just unbearable sometimes. And I wanted to pick up some limb silencers, or, kind of like some vibration silencers or dampeners to put on the limbs to test those out. My local archery shop didn't have those, so I had to order them through Amazon. Imagine that. Everything comes through Amazon these days. So I did order those. Hopefully they'll be in tomorrow. I'll be able to put together a quick video to see if, actually it's helping the vibration in those limbs. Because, man, that thing just, whenever you release that arrow, it is just so much hand shock. It's uncomfortable to shoot after about, 5, 10, 20 shots. I do get it off the wall from time to time just to get out and have some fun with it. But again, it's kind of a bear to shoot, and I just kind of leave it there. Maybe it'll, I don't know, maybe if I add these limb silencers, which I'm planning to do, maybe it'll help that and kind of fix that hand shock, if you will. So, anyways, tonight we are hanging out. If you got questions, you want to just jump in and chat, want to bounce around ideas, want to talk, tinker, whatever that is, just let me know. I'm open for anything. But again, maybe I'll start making these or incorporating these. Maybe do some live streams, because now I can go out and kind of do a mobile, because I've hit a certain number with subscriber count where you can do mobile live streams again. Maybe I'll do some mobile live streams and we can talk about some different things whenever it gets out there. So if you're joining me tonight, please jump in, join the comments, hang out with me for a little while. I'll stay on about 30 minutes to start with. If nobody jumps in after that, then I will end this live stream and, resort back to doing videos. So, but if you're new to my channel, or if you're a subscriber to my channel, maybe let me know what you think about it. Now's the perfect opportunity. This is an open forum. You can say and throw in your comments however you like, whatever you want to put in there. And like I was saying earlier, I used to do this a lot, and I've kind of gotten away from it, but maybe I'll get back into it. I don't know. So anyways, if you've kind of, followed my channel for any time now, especially with the archery gear and reviews and different things like that, hopefully you're liking the content that you see. I do put a lot of time and effort into that. I do get some good comments about some of the stuff that I post, and I do get some comments that are kind of really just, I don't know. I don't want to call them negative. I mean, everybody has an opinion about things. Everybody, likes or dislikes certain things. I think on the YouTube platform, though, what I find a lot is sometimes the negative comments are just, there's no reason for the negative comments. It just, some people just need to say something negative, I guess, to feel good and to justify how they, I don't want to say anything mean or rude to anybody, even though I do get some pretty, pretty bad comments sometimes. But I don't hide them. I don't delete them, and I even try to respond back to them. Sometimes it's just a short response, but I guess that's the best way to deal with it. Whenever you're, especially if you're posting content, you're putting yourself out there, and you want people to. Of course, you want people to like your content, but, everybody's not going to, and that's just the way it is. There's no reason to get bent out of shape about it. No reason to let it hurt your feelings, or no reason to let it, kind of get you down in the dumps, if you will. So if you're new to the YouTube, I guess the kind of the, I guess the genesis for this rant is, if you're new to YouTube and you're just starting to post content, just expect a certain amount of kind of unsavory content or comments, if you will, because there's always going to be somebody that's not going to like what you're doing. But you just have to be true to yourself. If you're enjoying it and you're posting stuff that you feel like, has value, especially to you, continue to do so, because you're going to find your audience. So here's my little thing about, posting content on YouTube. But if you're jumping in here, please, throw in some comments. Let me know what you think. Let's talk about anything. That's why I'm here. That's what I'm doing this live stream for. I just enjoy making content. I make content not only here, but I do stuff on Instagram sometimes. I used to do Instagram reels. I guess that's what you call them, reels. I used to do those a lot, but I've stopped doing those as well. But I do post things from different times at different times on Instagram. More times than not, it's just pictures, different things that I'm into, and I'll post those there on the Instagram channel. But, I do TikTok a good bit, at jscott_unhinged. So if you want to go check out some of that stuff. And I talk about different things there on TikTok as well. Really, it's kind of in that archery vein, and a little bit more of my podcast stuff that I put up there. But a lot of the things that I do on TikTok really kind of mirror what I do here. It's little snippets of videos that I'm putting out. So hopefully, let's see. Stream health is good. I'm just kind of checking everything, analytics. But again, I post a lot of stuff on different platforms. I've even got my website started. I've got some ideas for that. blueskiesarchery.com. I know if you've not checked that out, please go check that out. Let me know what you think about it. It's I don't know. It's just kind of a budding kind of infancy kind of thing when it comes to websites, and I'm starting to build new content there as well. And I want to actually turn that into some different things that I'm trying to do, outside of the YouTube channel. And I know I've made mention of that in a couple of my. Hopefully this thing is coming through fine. I see where it's saying playbacks on here. I'm not seeing where it's saying concurrent views. And I don't know if that means people are not viewing it, or maybe they're jumping on and just kind of, hey, I'm watching it from a set. Again, it's been so long since I've done a YouTube live stream. Maybe I'll start doing them a little bit different and be more prepared whenever I do get on get on here as well. So, anyway, I want to give some shout outs to some channels that I've been watching a lot. Ron's Archery, great channel. Uh, I love to watch Ron get out and shoot, and I've seen him do a couple of different things. You know, he shoots the horse bows, or I guess that's what you call them, the shorter horse bows. I really like to watch him shoot those. I can't get my mind around the thumb draw. Maybe I'll try that at some point. Maybe I'll pick up one of those bows and try that and make a video review of it. I don't know, but I enjoy watching Ron's Archer do that. Handy is the man. I watch Handy's content. I love to watch him get out and shoot, and I did make mention of him in one of my videos previously. Talking about finger slings, and since I've been doing or using a finger sling, I actually picked up on the comment that he made to pick up some what do you call those? Hockey skate strings. I picked up a pack of those, and I've been using those handy, and those things work amazing. I love those. They're more comfortable than just the standard shoestring, and they're really a lot more comfortable than the paracord that I was using. So I've been using those a good bit, and I do like the way they shoot. I do like using finger slings, so I'll probably keep using those as we go along. So Handy's channel, Ron's Archery, and also Shane. Forgive me, Shane. I can't pronounce your last name, but I love watching Shane get out and shoot. I mean, whenever I watch Shane's videos, looking at just the scenery this man has. I mean, looking at the mountains and the snow, it's just like, oh my goodness. It's really cool to see, those kind of things in videos. I think a lot of that, the settings and the atmosphere of the videos really kind of help and, make it really kind of set it apart, if you will, from other videos. Unlike me, just getting out and shooting in my backyard or down in the woods. But again, these are just some people that I watch, and that I really enjoy supporting, and I like their content, and, go check them out. I'll try to put some links. Maybe I'll go back and edit this live stream later on. I can't tell what this thing is doing. You have to forgive me. I'm just really crazy on this. Okay, so again, I'm not really sure what all of this stuff means anymore. They've changed this so much from what it used to be. So they've changed this so. But maybe hopefully you guys are enjoying, just hanging out with me tonight. Please jump in here and make some comments if you will, if you're even on the live stream. I don't know if this thing's going live or not. It says it's on a public profile. It may be, may not be. But again, tonight I'm just running my mouth. I really have no agenda, nothing planned out. This was just kind of a spur of the moment thing, and I jumped on here and said, hey, I'm going to do a live stream. Just talk for a little while. But again, if you've not been a part of my live streams before, you'll notice a lot of things in the background, a lot of things that really interest me, a lot of things that, have meant something to me over the years. My favorite things are my giraffes. You can see over here. I always get this reversed. There's a little bitty one right there in front of the picture, and then the big one up there. Both of those my wife gave me. And the reason, they mean so much to me is because my mom loved giraffes, and those always, I see those, and it just kind of, it's one of that, it's kind of a nod to my mom, God rest her soul. But she, I don't know, it's something about it. I'm drawn to them, and that's why I've got them. And you can see the Cure, and of course, if you look over there in the back, let's see if I can do this camera thing right. Yeah, I want to believe I was a big X-Files fan whenever that show was on. And then the Cure, of course, the Cure and Weezer in the background there. And of course, I'm a bass player. Well, I was a bass player. I don't really play bass much anymore, but I do kind of tinker around with it just a little bit from time to time. But, that's kind of who I am and what I like, things that make me tick, things that, really interest me. My wife always kind of says that, I can get bent on something, I can go down in the rabbit hole, like way far down in the rabbit hole sometimes with some of the stuff that I get into and some of the stuff that I like. But again, all of those things go to make up who we are, really. I mean, the things that you like, that really kind of pique your interest and draw you in and kind of, pull out who you are. Those are the things that, really just go to make up our DNA, if you will. And archery is one of those things too. You know, I love the sport of archery. I love getting out and shooting. I love trying new things. I love pushing myself. I love trying to get better each and every time that I step out to, draw that bow back and release that arrow. And, recording that content is kind of tough sometimes. I know a lot of people have says, well, okay, you can quit repeating yourself. I try to, trust me, I try to self-edit whenever I'm out there recording anything. And sometimes it's hard to because my brain gets to going and it's just like tick, 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 tick. And and sometimes my brain outruns my mouth and my mouth is trying to keep up. So I should really script things out. But then when you script things out and try to record it, you're like, and this is the bow that I am shooting today. So I tend not to script anything out. I just kind of, I get I understand what I'm talking about. And sometimes it gets lost in translation when it goes from my brain to my mouth. So, but it's kind of the creative process, if you will. And I've tried to script things out before whenever I've recorded videos, and it's like I sound robotic, if you will. That's what it is. I sound robotic, and I just tend to I don't know. It doesn't flow if I'm trying to read from a script. I'll write out notes and different things that I want to keep kind of important things, if you will. I'll write all those out and I'll try to get in there and hit all of those bullet points. But sometimes, again, I tend to, I don't want to say, how do I want to put this? I tend to get to going so fast mentally that, I just don't keep up with my mouth. But again, I try to put out the best content that I possibly can. I try to be clear and concise, and sometimes I know it gets a little muddy. So hopefully, if you watch my content, if you watch the videos that I do post, hopefully they're entertaining to you. If nothing else, you can see some goofy guy just get out there and, hey, he's shooting the bow again, and he's running his mouth once again. But I do enjoy it. I enjoy it so much. It's one of those things that I just enjoy creating content. So thank you guys for coming in. I see that I've got a few playbacks going on, about 14 currently at the moment. Again, this is just a weird setup now with YouTube and OBS. It used to be seamless. It's not seamless anymore. It's more of a pain to do a live stream. Maybe I need to get in and see what updates have been done whenever it comes to talking to the platforms like that. But it's kind of strange. The beginning, I know I posted, let's see, it was almost like 7 30-second streams. Hey, Handy, how are you, man? Good to see you. Thanks for jumping in here. I was just talking about you earlier. I was just talking about, all the different things that, been going on kind of in my life right now with all the different platforms that I'm trying to post content on. And sometimes it gets a little bit bogged down. But Handy, thank you so much for jumping in. I was saying earlier too, Handy, that I actually, I picked up some of the hockey skate strings, laces that you kind of suggested in the comments and in that last video I did. Those things work great, man. Thank you for the suggestion. I picked up some of those and I tied off a couple of finger slings, and I am enjoying using those very much. I have to say they actually cleaned up my shot cycle so much. But man, I'm glad you're doing well. Glad you jumped in here. Glad you joined me. Thank you so much for man. I was really blushing about that video. I showed my wife and I said, look, I definitely was not expecting that, but I thank you so much for that. It was very much appreciated because, like I said in the comment that, man, it was just kind of a rough week. You have those weeks where you're just like, you feel beat up and bruised and it's like, I can't take any more. I'm just ready to shut down and hide from the world. And, and then I saw that and I was like, man, that just made my day, so, but, man, really cool. Thank you, Andy. Thank you for jumping in here, man. Hopefully if you guys are watching, jump in here and throw in some comments too. This is just an open forum. I haven't done a live stream in forever. I've kind of shied away from it because I had a lot of problems with, OBS not looking right. And then, connection issues, and you were always dropping out. And I said, you know what, I'm just not going to do live streams anymore. And tonight I was just tinkering around. And here I am running my mouth again. And if you've watched any of my older stuff, I think it's still on my channel. You just have to go back and dig through it for the live stream content. I used to do something called a Sunday show. That's where I'd get on and just talk and have some different things going on. I really enjoy doing those. I may get back to doing something like that where we dive into the sport of archery, and talk about different things that maybe affect us, or heck, who knows, even talk about practice tips and different things. Because what I'm trying to build, I guess, with my channel is just a community. That way, you guys can come in and everybody can add something to the community. Because really, if you think about it, anytime you get on YouTube, what you're really doing is you're looking for information. You're looking for something that maybe has got you stumped or got you at that wall, or maybe something that you're wanting to learn. And that's kind of what I'm wanting to build with my channel, is just a community of like-minded individuals who are not afraid to share ideas and share information. And one of the things, I've said this before in some of my videos, that whenever you guys get to going back and forth amongst yourselves with the comments and sharing information between yourselves, that is the greatest thing ever. And the reason it's so good is because you guys are really helping each other out. And I love to see that whenever that starts happening. It's one of those things that, I just enjoy. And it kind of makes me feel good. And you'll notice too that I don't get in the middle of those conversations. I don't need to put my 2 cents worth in, because you guys are really helping yourselves out and helping each other out and just kind of growing. And that's a beautiful thing to see. So, continue to do that. Anytime that I post something, you want to jump in there and hijack the comments and just run with it, feel free. I don't have a problem with that at all. But anyways, man, I've been on for about 20 minutes already. This was the thing that I used to do in my live streams. And I said this before. I did a live stream one time where nobody came in. I was sitting here for 45 minutes talking to myself. I told my wife afterwards, I was like, well, that's the most humbling thing in the world. I was just talking to myself for 45 minutes. So anyway, thank you guys for jumping in and at least watching. I do appreciate it. Handy, thank you for the comments. There are some there's some really cool content when it comes to archery out there. I really love to get into I don't want to call it the mechanics of it, but I'm always fascinated just to watch people shoot. I'm fascinated to, watch different shooting styles, different anchors, different styles of form, because what that kind of tells me whenever I'm watching, these videos and I'm seeing a lot of different people do a lot of different things, is that there is no right or wrong way to do this. As long as you have something that works for you, as long as you have something that, gets that shot pulled off, if you will, and gets it to the target and gets it where you want it to hit, I mean, there's really nothing wrong with that. Now, there are some things that we need to be consistent about, of course, but as far as somebody jumping on going, oh, your form is this, or your anchor is this, or I've seen that before. And I've even had people make comments to me about stuff like that before. The thing I can say is everybody's different. Everybody does what works for them. I always tell people, I can show you, I can tell you, but the thing about it is you're going to take my advice. You're going to take this next person's advice. You're going to take somebody else's advice. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to mold that and shape that into something that actually works for you. And you're going to throw all of that other stuff out the window whenever you've got the basics and you've got something that's working for you. So just remember that. No matter what people do, no matter, who's different than you, it doesn't mean that they're right and you're wrong, or you're right and they're wrong. It just means everybody has a way of doing things. So just keep that in mind as you're out shooting and enjoying this sport, because that's what it's really all about, is just having a good time and having some fun doing it. But anyways, so man, we're coming up on the 30-minute mark. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on tonight, but I did want to get on here and test this out. I did want to just say hey to everybody. Hopefully next time we go live, I'll get some more people to come in. Maybe I'll even post it in a YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts is really cool because you can do kind of like you could do on TikTok. You can do the little 1-minute thing. You could do the 1-minute little tag, kind of promote something that either your upcoming video or maybe another live stream coming up. So maybe I'll start using the shorts and maybe do some more live stream content. And now that I can do these mobile, I might go outside and do some live streams while I'm out shooting. Who knows? You never know. You never know. So, Handy, do you guys have snow on the ground still? I know we got a little bit of snow last week. Snowed for about a day, and then it was gone in 2 days, which is kind of, typical of where we are. I do enjoy snow, though. Snow makes me feel like a little kid. There's something about snow that I just love. It's like whenever it starts snowing, and it really starts snowing, the world is just quiet and it's peaceful and everything just seems to stop. And it's one of those things that just, kind of gets into your psyche, if you will, and makes you just feel good. I know it does for me. Maybe not for you, especially if you get a lot of snow all the time. Oh, real? Okay. Yeah, we're not super cold right now. We are I think we were in the 40s today, maybe high 30s, but I don't know. But I love the wintertime. Wintertime is one of my favorite times of year. Summertime, not so much. I would prefer to put on, a sweatshirt, a sweater, and and two jackets and try to stay warm as opposed to sweating. Um, hey, Jacob, thanks for joining. Thanks for jumping in here. Thanks for commenting. Appreciate you getting in on the chat there. But yeah, we were just talking when it snows. Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, when it snows, I love that quiet sound when it does snow and everything's just like, shh. I don't know why. It's just the most peaceful thing in the world. So, Jacob, I hope you are doing well tonight. I hope that everything's good with you and yours, and hope you're safe and happy. And I hope you're having a great weekend so far. The bad part about weekends is they just go too fast. I wish they wouldn't go so fast. That just means Monday's right around the corner, right? So tonight we're just talking whatever you guys want to talk about. You got some comments, throw them in there. Please run with the comments if you want to. Like I was saying earlier, I love it when you guys start commenting. I love it when you guys start helping each other out in the comments and sharing ideas and information. It's just one of the coolest things. It's all about community here. That's what I tried to do with my channel. It's all about, family. I guess family friendly community. I'll get that out in a minute. First day with a new mouth, so please forgive me if I make some mistakes when I'm speaking. But normally, I was saying it earlier, and I don't want to repeat myself here, but I was saying it earlier. I used to do a lot of live streams. I used to do a lot of stuff. So go back and check out some of the old live streams. Got some stuff there that I thought was really good. I look back on some of it, and I'm like, oh, it's cringy. I remember when I first started YouTube. What was this? Oh, man. I think I posted my very first video in 2013. This was years and years ago. And it was really just, my son out shooting the compound bow. And it was really strange. I go back and I look at that video that I posted, and I'm like, holy cow, 2013. And then I fast forward to 2022. And then I remember my very first official kind of YouTube video that I posted. Oh, it was so bad. Oh, it was so bad. I look at that now and I'm like, oh, I can't believe I posted that. You want to talk about robot, man? I was like, hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. I appreciate you coming. I totally agree with you, Jacob. They should make longer weekends. We should have at least a 3-day weekend every week. I agree with that 100%. Now, if I'm getting a little bit slow in your comments, there's always a lag. I don't know why. Usually it's about 10 to 15 seconds. Sometimes it goes as long as 30 seconds. So if they pop up there and I don't respond to them immediately, that's why. I don't know why. No matter how well you have everything set up or what kind of computer, there's always that lag in communication between OBS and YouTube Studio. But like I was saying about my first, my very first official YouTube video, it was, I think it's still there. You guys could, you guys could probably go back and find it. It's just, it's so bad. It's so bad. I watch it from time to time, especially when I feel like I've posted something that's just not really as good as it could be, or not something that, I feel comfortable with. I try not to rush through posting things. I try to just, take my time. And I know the last video that I did with the finger sling, and with the muscle grips associated with archery, each one of those videos I redid a total of about 4 times, because I just wasn't happy with them. I would record, edit, sit through the final edit, and then watch it and just delete everything. And it was driving me nuts. And then I finally, got to a couple that I liked, and I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and post these because they were better than what I started with. Could they be better than what they were with the final product that I posted? Possibly, yes. But thank you, Handy. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But, but when I look at my growth over the span of 3, 4, 5 years now, I'm really pleased, and that's that's the thing. Anybody that posts content on YouTube, be happy with that little bit of growth that you experience personally, because that's what I've done. I have to look at it in that lens because you can get to a point where you go, I'm just not going to post anything because I suck. I know I tell myself that all the time, but really, if you think about it, you're making improvements as you go along. And I know one of my goals whenever I was doing content, if you will, uh, was getting to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and not because they monetize you whenever you hit that. It was just one of those things in my mind that I was like, I'm going to hit 1,000 subscribers no matter what. I'm going to get there one day. Now it only took me about 5 years to get there, but but I got there. And that was one of those goals and one of those landmarks for me that I was really excited about. I mean, the day that I saw that thing tick over and go to 1,000, I was like, "Oh my goodness, can you believe this?" Um, and I was just like, "Look!" I went to my wife. I took my phone. I said, "Look, look, look, look!" I was like a little kid at Christmas because I got something that I'd worked hard for and put in the effort for, and I was like, "Oh man, this is just it just took so long." And Handy, don't think that, man. Trust me, you're gonna hit those spurts, brother, where sometimes it feels like you're just in a oasis, if you will, kind of like a desert. Then all of a sudden you'll start ramping back up. And that's one of the things that um I can honestly say there was a time, Handy, when I was just like I was like flatlined. I didn't budge at all. I mean, for like a year, 2 years, and it was like I don't even know why I'm doing this. Do I even need to keep doing this? And I would get a subscriber here and there, and then I would lose a subscriber here and there. But the thing about it is, I just hung in there and I kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it. And you let your passion kind of come through, and you put aside all the stuff. So it's a journey. I've said that before. It is definitely a journey, and it's one that's you know kind of filled with a little bit of frustration, if you will. But hang in there, brother. I promise you'll get there. And one of the things I can tell you though that really helps, that's helped me is really just be open and honest about who you really are. Don't try to be somebody you're not, and don't be that guy that's flash in the pan and viral is great, but it gets you nowhere in the long run. Just stay the course, be steady, brother. I promise you're going to get there, man. And when you do, we will have a we will have a comment celebration, like, hey, because that's what I want to see, man. I want to see all you guys. I want to see everybody that's posting content, and I'm talking, small content creators, myself included. I want to see all you guys just succeed beyond your wildest dreams. That is one of the things that makes me so happy. I was watching another channel. I think it's Crockett Longbow. I think that's who it was. I was kind of watching him. He posted something on. He posted something on Instagram where he's like, "Oh man, I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. Please, help me out." Or I don't think he was saying help me out, but he was like anticipating the hitting that mark, and I was just like, "Come on, man, go, go, go!" I was really excited for him, but I want to see all content creators get to that point. Really, because it it's the community of it. It's very it's very much sharing content, and once you start getting that broader subscription audience, then that way you can start sharing your content and being helpful to those around you as well. And what did you post there, Jacob? You're absolutely right, Jacob. You have to start somewhere. Start somewhere. Go back and watch my first video. If you need to brighten your day and you're worried about your content, go back and watch my first video. Trust me, it's bad. Oh, it's bad. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I like watching Crockett. Aim small. I mean, great, great, great. Love seeing him shoot. But yeah, it definitely was. It definitely was, Handy. I was excited for him when I saw that post on Instagram. I was excited for him. And I post some stuff on Instagram from time to time too. Really, it's more. I mean, I enjoy a good cigar, so I post some pictures of some of the ones that I've had before. Really kind of my Instagram is my dump for all the stuff that I'm really not going to put on YouTube or anything else. And it's really just one of those things where things that interest me, I'll put something on Instagram, and my wife, she'll look at it and she go, oh, he posted something else. So, Instagram's really a cool place. I like TikTok. I like TikTok too. TikTok's really cool. I like the platform. It's kind of a tough platform to really get rolling on. But go check that out as well. My TikTok account is jscott_unhinged. I post archery content there as well, and I do kind of mirror my YouTube channel just a little bit. I do have another one there, the Bearded Guy podcast. I've done a podcast for the longest time, and I've dealt with paranormal and oddities and strange things. I was really rolling with my podcast there for the longest time. I think I got to the point where I was just tired of doing YouTube videos, and I said, you know what, I'm going to do my podcast and really focus on that. And I actually got to the point where I was like, what was the stat that I got sent from my hosting platform? I think my podcast got to like 165 in the States, ranked 165. Yeah, ranked 165 in the States for fiction. I forget what exactly the category was. It was probably some made up category just to make you feel good. It's probably what it was. It's like, hey, Scott, congratulations. But I still enjoy doing my podcast from time to time. My last one was I did The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. I did a reading of The Raven. And the one before that, my favorite all-time Edgar Allan Poe story was The Telltale Heart. I have read that one the previous Halloween, and then Halloween last, I did The Raven, and I enjoyed doing that. I had I spent a lot of I recorded that podcast probably, I don't know, man, I don't know, 5 times, just trying to get it right. So maybe check that out. Yeah. Maybe check it out, see what you think about it. I don't know. Man, oh man. Man, I'm glad you guys are jumping in there. Thank you for all the comments, Andy and Jacob. I really appreciate that. That's really cool that you guys. So, oh yeah, I love that story. It's like the descent into madness. It's one of those really, really, really cool stories. I love it. I love it so much. I read it from time to time, and I'm a big Edgar Allan Poe fan. I got his entire works over here on my bookshelf, and I really enjoyed recording that. It was fun, but it's kind of tough whenever you read Edgar Allan Poe, especially the style of English that he used, that it was written in. Especially if you try to do a reading to record it, you really need to read it about 4 or 5 different times. Each paragraph about 4 or 5 different times, just to not mess it up. But I still mess it up. That's what I do. But man, you guys are really cool for jumping in here. I appreciate it so much. Jacob, I don't know if I am subscribed to your channel or not. If I'm not, I promise you, after I get done here, I will definitely put a subscription on there. Maybe I am. I can't remember. I try to subscribe to everybody that thinks enough of my content to subscribe. I want to give back. I want to, just say, hey, I'm supporting you as well. I think sometimes, I know I'm kind of scattered all over the map here right now, but I think sometimes I've fallen kind of into this and become a little bit, I don't want to say sour, because I'm not sour about it. I'm not really frustrated with it or anything. But, if I invest time in, let's say, XYZ content creators videos, and I'm watching, and I say, I'm going to subscribe to you, and you subscribe and you support and you comment, and you don't get that in return, it can be kind of frustrating. I know it used to frustrate me a lot. So anybody that subscribes to my channel, I try to get back to them and subscribe to them, and that's why I am so adamant on getting back to the comments whenever you guys post comments, because you take the time out of your day to comment, and I want to make sure that you know that it means a lot to me that you did, and it's important for me to comment back to you. And that's why I always try to get back to everybody. Now, it may take a couple of days, but I do get back to them. And sometimes you'll notice that I'll put the little thumbs up and then I'll come back and comment later, is because I'm acknowledging that you were there, and I want you to know that it's important to me. So I may be, Jacob, but I'm going to check, and if I'm not, I promise you, brother, I will make sure that you get a subscribe from me too as well. So, anyways, well, guys, I don't know. I think I might jump off here. I'm going about 45 minutes. We may stay on about 10 more minutes, and then we'll call it a good. But again, I think I'm gonna do some more of these. I think next time though I'll be set up better, so we can talk about some archery related stuff instead of me just rambling and running my mouth. But I'll definitely put together some stuff. It should be, along the lines of what maybe really interests you. I mean, I'm really thinking too, and maybe I get your feedback on this. I might even start doing some more, really outdoor kind of stuff. I was telling my wife I'm really interested in the bushcraft stuff. It's kind of how I grew up, out in the woods and, building fires and hunting and doing all those different things and, building forts. I always remember building forts. It's a wonder. There was one fort me and my friends built. I mean, we had this thing, man. I mean, it was covered and it was low to the ground. And we were, what was it? Oh God, what was it? We had a fire built in this thing. I swear, it's a wonder we didn't burn that thing down because we were kids. I think we were like 10. But it was like, a co-host would be good, Handy. I've asked several people that were in my kind of immediate vicinity. Yeah. I've asked some people if they wanted to do, some co-host and different things, and it's like, I'm not comfortable. I'm not even comfortable talking on a microphone. But again, and I have tried to do the possibility of doing like a remote co-host. That takes some doing. I'm pretty smart about putting all this stuff together, but I'm not that smart. I never could get it to work, and when I could get it to work, it was clunky, and it was like, I don't know, kind of if you remember Max Headroom, that kind of stuff. So maybe one day, though. Maybe one day. I was thinking, Handy, to that point, should I do some collaboration with some people? I mean, it's easy to do some collaboration videos. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should make a plan to, put some stuff together, and maybe I'll tell you what. This is how I could see that working. You could take and do, okay, you get two content creators. Here's the theme we're going to work on. Now we're going to record different parts of this theme, but then we're going to merge them together when we get done and make one video out of it. Somebody got it. But I don't know. I think maybe it'd be kind of cool. And yes, thank you, Jacob. I think I may try to do some of that coming up with my content here in the coming future. I got a lot of ideas that I want to grow with it. A lot of things that I want to share, a lot of things that I'm into when it comes to not only archery, but outdoor stuff as well. So I'm definitely going to really think about expanding some of that. Okay, absolutely, Handy. Hit me up in the comments, or I'll tell you what, you're subscribed to me on my, you are subscribed to my Blue Skies Archery website. So what I'll do is I will pull the email from there, and I will definitely hit you up, and let's talk about that. Definitely. So that's a great idea. So let's put something together, and we'll put it out there, brother, and you can post it and run with it all day long, my friend. Anyways, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to jump off here, and I'm going to go hang out with the family for a little while, and do some. I might even sit down and watch a movie tonight. I watched a movie last night, as a matter of fact. What was the name of that movie? Oh goodness, what was it? Nobody. That was the name of the movie. Nobody. If you've not seen that, it's really cool. It's kind of like a middle-aged John Wick. Really cool. Really cool movie. I enjoyed watching it. Sometimes I get into movies and it's like I'm watching them and then I kind of lose interest real quick and I just have to go to the end of them. Well, Handy, I don't envy you, brother, for working on your car. But again, I grew up. That's all I used to do is work on my cars. Because if I didn't fix them, I didn't drive them. I didn't go anywhere. So, Jacob, have a great evening. Andy, great. Have a great evening. Anybody else that's jumped in here or maybe has watched kind of from the sidelines, or if you're watching this later, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I know I say that a lot. Absolutely, Jacob. And I'm going to check and make sure that I am subscribed to you. And if I'm not, I will take care of that. But again, I always say this and I always mean this. I hope that everybody has a great day, and I hope your tomorrow is good, and I hope the week ahead of you is good. And I hope that, again, that you kind of enjoy the space you're in and just have fun existing. That's kind of what we're here for, right? To enjoy the time we have with those we have it with, and just make life good for us. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a great night. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this video later. If you're watching it later, please consider coming back. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I'd love for you to be a part of the community we have here. As you can tell by the comments, we have some great people in this community. Always willing to share, always willing to help. So thank you so much. Again, have a great night, and we will see you next time.